Hello, my name is Michael. This is my first video, um, and I really wanted to tell this story because I think my story might help some people that had the same issues as me. Before I start, I need to tell you that my native language is not English, so I'll try my best. But if I make some mistakes, don't shoot me. I was born and raised as a Jehovah's Witness. Um, if you don't know the religion, you might not know what I'm talking about. But if you're a Jehovah's Witness or you were one, you definitely know what I'm talking about. I was born and raised as a Jehovah's Witness. My family was also like a die-hard Jehovah's Witness family. We went to all the meetings. My whole family was Jehovah's Witness. All my friends. Um, and when I was 12, I was already baptized, which is very early. Um, I was very fanatic about it. I held speeches on the stage. I commented a lot in the meetings. I also wanted to go to battle on a quite early age. Um, the elders really loved that. Everybody loved it. Um, yeah, when I was 18, I already became a servant, which is also kind of early. But like I said, I was like a diehard Jehovah's Witness. I also quit my school at 18. I didn't finish it, but I wanted to go pioneering, so I took a part-time job and I went pioneering. Um, and when I was 19, I sent in my application to go to Bethel. And it's that year, I think, I started to have my first doubts about the organization. Um, I know, well, Jehovah's Witnesses were not supposed to look on the internet because everything on the internet was like worldly, was bad. So, but I still did it. I thought my religion was so strong, my faith was so strong that I wouldn't believe what I would find on the internet. But yeah, I did find out about the history of Jehovah's Witnesses. I just found out on the internet everything I believed in, my whole future, my whole life, was one big lie. And I think that was like the hardest moment in my whole life because yeah, everything fell apart, you know. Everything I believed in, everything I did, I left my school for it. Just everything. My whole life was built on my faith. And it just all crumbled down. Um, so then I had a huge problem. I was like, oh my God, I'm in this religion. All my friends, all my family, my whole future was based on it. So I was like, no, I can't leave this. The next year was very hard. I started to realize that I couldn't stay in the organization of Jehovah's Witness, but I also couldn't like step out of it because I would lose all my friends, and if you step out of it, they probably would disfellowship me. So I thought everyone would start to shun me. I would lose everything, and I had no friends outside of the organization, so I would be all alone on this world. And they always taught me that the world was bad, so I was a little bit afraid of the world. Like everything was bad. It was the world of Satan. So I had like a very wrong picture of what the world was like. But yeah, like I said, that year was so hard for me, and I started to realize that I needed to get out of it. And I thought the best way to get out was like first push everybody away slowly. So when my friends wanted to hang out with me, or they had a party, or they went like to the beach or something, I just, oh, I'm sorry, I already got plans. Oh, I've got to work. I'm sorry. Um, Also, when my parents went to my family, I also said, oh, I can go with you. I have other plans. I need to work. Um, yeah, I just made up a lot of excuses, which was terrible because I didn't like to lie to the people I love. Um, Also, at the meetings, I started to go less. I also quit pioneering. Um, I didn't like, uh, how do I say this? I wasn't active in the Kingdom Hall. I didn't answer anymore. I didn't hold speeches anymore. Um, but it all was very slowly, yeah. Like I said to elders, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do it next month." And then next month I said it again, and I quite slowly built it down to the point I did nothing anymore. I just sit in the Kingdom Hall, and yeah, I was a servant, so the elders didn't quite like that. Um, they also started to want to talk to me, like, because they obviously saw something was wrong. Um, and also because I lost my faith, I always, well, from a very young age, I knew I didn't fell in love with girls, but I just thought, oh, I can't fall in love. I'm like asexual or something. But at a later point, I started to realize I might like boys. But yeah, I was like, well, I'm going to battle. That's no problem. I just will be single forever. But yeah, when I lost my faith, like my religion was the only thing that kept me, that not wanted me to be gay. But yeah, when I lost my faith, it was very hard to keep for myself. Yeah, it was this big pressure on my shoulders, this big secret I was living with. And yeah, like I thought, yeah, just everything, the whole situation. It was just a terrible year, a very, very terrible year. I was very unhappy um, because I pushed everyone away. I was also very lonely. And I think, so my doubt started when I was 19. Um, and when I was 20, um, that was the point. I was like very unhappy, very lonely. I didn't know what to do. And then I became 21, and then everything was just way too hard for me. I just couldn't cope with it anymore. So I started to realize I have to tell my parents I wanted to leave the organization. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell. The elders took my. I couldn't be a servant anymore. So I basically was nothing anymore. Um, so by doing all of this, um, everybody knew something was wrong. So I prepared them. Um, they knew something was going to happen. They knew I was um, slacking. They saw it coming. So I was in the Kingdom Hall. My parents saw I was like very unhappy, and my mom just asked me, like, um, "You really don't like to go to the meetings anymore, do you?" And I was like, "No, mom." And she said, like, "Why? Can we help you?" And then I started to tell them about my doubts, what I found out on the internet, and that was like, we talked like an hour about it. And after that hour, I just said to them, I don't want to be a Jehovah's Witness anymore. And then we cried, and I really thought I could pack my bags and leave, and I would be shipped and shunned forever. But that didn't happen. They said they loved me and they didn't want to lose me. Um, my sister was disfellowshipped, my mom, her brother, so my uncle was also disfellowshipped. So I just thought, hey, I'm next. But yeah, that didn't happen. They did ask me not to tell anyone. So like, if I just could just like disappear, because I already did break all the contact with everybody I knew. So I was like, yeah, that's no big problem. But I thought, hey, I already told them I'm leaving Jehovah's Witness and they still love me. I might as well tell I'm gay. So I did. And then it was like quiet for a few seconds. And then we started like to cry. And then there came a very nice conversation. They said they already saw it coming from a very young age. Yeah, they already knew basically. They had their suspicions. Um, and they actually handled it quite well. I obviously didn't had to leave the house. I could stay. But like I said, they did ask me to keep it for myself, not tell anyone. Like I could just disappear, so I wouldn't be disfellowshipped, because that would be difficult for them and their conscience. Like they have to keep contact, but their religion says they can't. But I did tell my sister because I noticed she was also like not doing well in the religion. I knew she would accept it, so I did, and she was also very cool about it. We cried a lot. So yeah, I had my mom, I had my dad, and I had my sister. So I didn't lose everybody, but all the rest of the people I knew, I lost. I never talked to them anymore. I'm now almost 23, and I haven't seen anyone anymore since I was 21. I might have spoken to one of two of my close friends, and I told them I was gay, but I didn't have contact anymore since then. But I'm not disfellowshipped. I like just started a new life. I went back to school. I'm finishing it in like 2 weeks now, so I really hope it's going to be good. I started a whole new life since then. I think it's now like almost 2 years later now. I made new friends. I'm extremely happy. Yeah, the world isn't as bad as I thought. I've learned a lot of new things, things I couldn't do when I was in the organization. And I promise you, the world is not as bad as they tell you it is. Yeah, I'm really happy now. But I just want to show you with my story that everything can turn out fine. If you're a Jehovah's Witness and you're coping with same problems as I had, or you think you're gay, or you want to get out of it, I know what you're going through, and it's very, very hard. I think if you're not a Jehovah's Witness or you don't know anything about it, it's very hard to realize how hard it is. But I know what you're going through. I also made this video, like, I was all alone. I had to deal with my problems all by myself. If you're dealing with same problems, I just want to tell you, I know what you're going through. If you have questions or you need some help, I just want to say I'm here for you. You can leave some comments, send me a message, and I'll see what I can do for you. But I just want to tell you, everything will get better. There is hope for you. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But everything will turn out fine. Yeah, I hoped I helped you with my video. That my story might help you in some way. So yeah, bye. Thank you for listening.